What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping on my E46 and we're fixing everything that's wrong with it. Recently, you guys would have seen I did a video showing all the little things wrong with it, big and small, of what are issues with this car. So then over the last couple of months, I've gone around and I've fixed everything. As you guys would have seen, there's been a few videos on some things like wheels, etc, etc. I am going to touch on that, but obviously you've seen them already. But for today, let's go over all the little things that maybe were a little bit too boring to make a full video of, and then touch on the big things that obviously we did. So let's jump in and get this car fixed. All right, so let's start the way we did on the issues video. Firstly, headlights. The lenses on the headlights, they were okay, but obviously we wanted to get them fixed, and we did. We came through and put brand new lenses on there, and they came up absolutely perfect. Now, did a full video on that, so you guys can go and check that out if you want. It's on the channel. And then coming next to that, we've got the new indicators. So we were tossing up between keeping the tinted or not, or going the clears, or going an aftermarket one like this, and I'm very, very happy that we've gotten this aftermarket one. As you guys know, this isn't an M3, so we don't need to keep that kind of like orange or crystal in the corner kind of look. So I'm very, very happy how that has turned out. Now, coming further up the car, we have the mirror black sections. I was going to try like the burning of it kind of option. Nah, well, it didn't work. I tried a whole bunch of stuff that didn't work, but what worked was that specific product. Was it from Autoglim? It's like a gel that brought it back from the dead, really. Like, look, I still haven't redone this. This was done months ago, and it still looks perfect. Now, again, coming over to another trim. This trim here, you will remember, it was all broken. Had all the tops were all broken up, and it looked terrible. So what I actually did, I came through and I broke all of those off. So we had a flat cut all the way across the top. And then it's just this trim. This trim that goes across the top of it, sits in, and literally makes it look like brand new. I'm really happy with that. The new part was like a few $100s, and when you can fix it with something, I think this was about $12, way better. Now, I'm gonna have to admit I need to go over this trim with that gel stuff, the Autoglim gel stuff, to make it come back brand new, but that's gonna take 10 minutes. So don't worry, I'll get that done. But it actually doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good, but I know that trim revival stuff is gonna make it look $1 million. All right, so we did talk about the offset on the wheels, which, look, these are good. I like these. These are nice wheels. They sit well, etc., but they're not as aggressive as I want. You guys saw that I got the VSKFs. I bought them because they were exactly what I needed. The offset was really aggressive. So currently I think we're 10 wide plus 45, 9 wide plus 48, or it's 48, 45, whatever it is. But the new ones, these will sit out 15 mil more than they do now. And the fronts will sit out another 8 mil more than they do now, because that's got a 8 mil spacer on at the moment as well. So that kind of sits out more than the offset would say that it does. But they will be going on soon. We just have to do the 114.3 by 5 hub conversion at the same time. I'm doing new discs and new brakes. That'll be a video coming up. It's just, technically it's not an issue with the car having these wheels, but it was just something that I wanted to do. So that will be done before the new engine goes in. Now, coming back, you'll remember we didn't have a rear diffuser, and I went through, ran the gauntlet, and got the cheapest one I could find on the internet, and it turned out amazing. This is still, from that first time I fit it, it's still nice and secure, nice and safe, looks really good, really, really happy with that. Full video on that if you guys want to go check it out. Same as the wheels, full video on that. And now the tail lights. You would have seen last video, we did these tail lights. They were the final piece of fixing all the little bits for me, because obviously the rest got done over a few months, and they just have brought it up perfect. Now, I'm noticing today I do need to realign my boot lid. You can see over here, it's not aligned perfectly, but that's fine. I'll have a bit of a play with that and line that up perfectly. But these tail lights just came up incredible. I'm really, really happy how they turned out. Now, let's jump on inside and hit some of the issues in there. All right, to start off, we had to re-glue that trim. That was nice and easy. Then come over here, the handbrake handle. You'll remember it was that fake carbon, the one that looks like this. Bear with me, I'll tell you about that in a moment. And I found out that this one that was on here was actually really expensive. So I thankfully didn't throw it in the bin. Went and got it powder coated black so it's nice and durable, and then popped it back on, because I think that looks absolutely money in there. Then we had the boots, the shifter boot and the handbrake boot. I wasn't really happy with the fake leather. It was the same issue as I had with the initial steering wheel wrap. I don't think it was actual leather. So I went through, got some Alcantara and put that on, and I'm really happy with how that looks. It's come up nice and tidy. And this is a really tight fit, but don't worry about that. I'll be playing with that a little bit soon and I'll explain why. And that shifter will be coming out soon and I'll explain why. As I said about the steering wheel, the cover that was on it, I don't think it was real leather. It was like a plastic leather. It was terrible. So at the same time, we went through and just did a full refurb of this steering wheel. It came up incredible. That's all actual carbon fiber covers that we glued on, and also obviously the wrap. And it feels like a brand new steering wheel. And if you guys have ever driven in obviously a new car or redone your steering wheel, you know that this makes all the difference. Coming down in front of the shifter, the AC relocation. Now, we did put a 3D printed one in, and someone actually commented saying, why don't you just put the real one in? They're really cheap. Now, all I could find at the time was like $160 ones from Lithuania or something ridiculous like that. But I did find a guy that was wrecking his car and he was selling them for 20 bucks. So went and grabbed the real one and swapped it out. And yeah, you're right, mate. It's way better, way better. I'm really happy that we actually did that, because something that you're going to use every day, it would have played with my OCD really bad. Then we came through, swapped out all the interior trim to the piano black. Got a nice piano black front and all the backs, everything. So that's all matching and nice and kind of discreet now. I think it kind of lines up really well. One of the little issues we had was actually the seat belts weren't retracting. Now, I actually found the fix, and it was just I hadn't adjusted this panel correctly, but I found that because we went through and fixed the headliner, which I know you can't see because the lighting's a bit bad, I apologize, but that's now all Alcantara and blacked out all the gray bits. And oh man, I know I keep saying it, but I'm really happy how that turned out. It's completely transformed the inside of the car. Yes, I need to clean my sunroof. You can see how dirty that is. But yeah, as I did that, obviously I had to pull off a bunch of the trims, and when I put them back, I put this one back and located it correctly. And now the seatbelt actually retracts. So that fixed that problem, and that was nice. I still will probably go and replace the seatbelts purely because it'll be nice to have new ones. And I can see like a little bit of like marking here. I know I'm gonna get probably failed on the roadworthy for that. So I'll probably put new ones in, but it's not so much an issue now because it does retract. Now, that shifter, don't worry, that's coming out. When we change the gearbox and the motor, that shifter is not gonna be in use anymore. We're gonna do something completely different. I'll tell you that when we go into that. But don't worry, that's gonna be getting thrown in the bin because that's exactly where it belongs. Now, we did touch on the fact that the engine is gonna be coming out. I told you guys about the noise it was making. It does seem to be the Vanos that needs to be rebuilt. So when I do pull it out, I think I've actually already got a guy that wants to buy the motor, so he can easily do that himself. And the alternator is gonna have to swap out for the other one because mine's playing up a little bit. So, you know, I'm not hiding anything. That person knows that. He's seen all the videos, so that's all good. So there are two things that I haven't done. They are window strips. So we got a little seal here that is actually coming in, but it's taking ages to come in, and I wasn't gonna waste my time waiting on that one weather strip that's literally just gonna be stick on there and it's done. And I'm also putting one in here. It's a small one. I will show you guys in a future video when I do that. It won't be for just that, but you know, you guys will be able to see it. And the passenger door lock doesn't unlock, but that's just changing out the assembly and the door. Nothing super exciting, but I can't really like test it now because I haven't got the battery in. So don't worry about that too much. That can be done like later on. But as for all the big things on this car, they are all fixed now. There's no issues, there's no dramas, there's no gross stuff, there's nothing missing. And I'm really, really happy how it's turning out. So like I was saying, it has taken a couple of months of like little jobs here and there, and I could have made a video for every single thing, but to be honest with you, I just couldn't see that you guys would want to come in for a video for just a shift boot or just a, you know, handbrake handle or whatever it is. So that's why I thought I would just do a bit of over a few months, put them all in this video for you guys so you can see them all done in one go. Nice, satisfying video. Everything was wrong, everything is fixed. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys hang around for the next thing on this car. Obviously, it's gonna be the 5-hub conversion and putting the new wheels on. Once that's done, motor and gearbox are coming out, and it's gonna be big swap time. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I really am. I hope you guys will like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.